Yeah, I'm like an expert driver, by the way. Hey there everyone, this is MarkyMan64 here, welcome you back to another episode of Let's Play Human Fall Flat on the Nintendo Switch. This is episode 8. In the last episode we started Power Plant, and there's lots of sparks I just saw over there, and we are now going to continue with that. We need to get the cables and the battery over here to power this door, and we could go back and use cables and batteries from previous bits if they are available, but I kinda want to do all the puzzles, and plus this is the last puzzle of this level, so the battery is going to just continue to respawn over here. I'm just going to let it respawn. Oh no, actually, if I grab onto the battery and then grab up here, can I not get it? Yeah, there we go. Okay, you see the strength of my character, of my avatar, is unrivaled. I mean, there's superheroes who get written up in magazines for being able to do that. Obviously not real superheroes, I'm talking about the actors who play them, because I know the difference. Yeah, okay, so again I could go back and grab those super long cables that I was envying in the last episode. I'm just trying to stand this battery up because it is much easier to sort when it's down the way. There we go. Oh, no, okay. I'm kind of seeing through this door, but I've already... No, I haven't been through this door. It's the previous bit that I've already been through several doors. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I know the difference, and I was saying something else, but I can't remember what it was. So, yeah, oh man. All I'm trying to do at this stage is just to stand this battery up. Now, I am making assumptions when I call it a battery. I assume it's a battery, because you have negative and positive, and that's the way batteries work. Trust me. I mean, I might not know everything about them, but I know that they work with negative and positive. Okay. So, if I jump from here... Yeah, so I could have grabbed the cables, that's what I was saying. I could have grabbed cables from earlier on and... Yay! Cables! But I decided to go for the cables that are actually... Oh man. Oh well. It'll respawn. There we go. And wow. I thought it was going to fall off from there and be in an eternal respawn cycle. But nope. Right, okay, so I am not grabbing onto this. Right, there we go. I was not pressing the button to grab onto that, but I was doing it anyway. So, do the zombie hands, what I technically call the zombie hands, and am I just pulling against gravity right now? There we go. Okay, so, blue... It's more of a purpley colour actually, now that I come to look at it. But I am pretty sure they were going for blue. Blue into blue and blue into blue. There we go. Okay, and then do the same again but get the red cable. Zombie hands. Because he looks like a little zombie when he does it. Right, okay. Red into... See if this is like a trunk, like an elephant trunk. Right, red into red, there we go. And my commentary is riveting at the moment, isn't it? And red into red, there we are. Okay, so then I lift this up, and yeah, I remember what to do now. Okay, so this is now being powered by this, because like these types of doors need a constant power to keep them up, whereas the next type of doors, which we will see, don't need a constant power. But the only way to get this is to literally like pull this out of there. To literally pull this out of there. Okay, well we can pull the cables out. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so then the door closes, and that's that. Never to return again. No, we can, because we're in this central room, which we have been in. I got mixed up. I forgot about this puzzle. Right, sorry if this is making anyone motion sick, but I'm trying to any way that it gets to stand up is fair enough, and I will I will go for that. Because oh man, okay, talking of motion sickness, that was not good. Right, blue into blue. Is it in? Nope, it's in the wrong way. So this is a good point that we could test my theory from the last episode about whether we are able. Man, there's a lot of smoke. Is that all from that generator in the last episode? But yeah, in that last episode, I discussed whether it mattered what cable was actually going into which, or whether it just mattered that the two colours of the inputs mattered. And so we can test that by putting red into blue and blue into red, because that's what it is on the battery. And if it doesn't work, then fair enough, we've tested it, and yeah, there we go. So it doesn't matter what colour the cables are, just as long as they match up to what you're plugging into. Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out why that was clipping through that wall. But it's clipping through the wall because it shouldn't be clipping through the wall, but it's technically like underneath the door it's meant to be, but because I had the battery, it's clipping through the wall. So here we go with the driving part. And I can show you what we're eventually going to be doing with this. So we are basically making those meters up the top go up. So, oh, no, hang on, let's put this in there. Put it in, and that raises. So then we put the next one in, and will that make it go up to the top? And then that'll mean that they'll each take like 6 or something. I'm trying to push this in. There we go. Okay, so that means that each take around 6 or so. Because I just put in, or did I put in 2 and then that was halfway through? So how did I get 6? I put in 2 of them and it went halfway. It was halfway up to begin with, and then once I put in 2, it was all the way up, right? Anyway, it doesn't matter, we'll get as much as we can, because there's no real way of you know, I don't really want to be making multiple trips up here. So yeah, so those aren't lit, but don't worry about that, because that's the easiest part of this, is to light it. I'm going to drive up there, but I'm going to possibly bring the torch down. Because okay, that's spoiling it, but I mean, you know that there's going to be a torch somewhere, right? Right, so this part can be easy if it wants to be, but rarely it is. So let's go into next gear, and this will start to go a bit crazy. So yeah, I mean, it's very doable. It's not as difficult as it seems, and I don't know whether the curbs or the sidewalks, if you're in America, I don't know whether they... Oh, okay, I'm stuck on this. I don't know whether they stop me from falling off. I need to reverse just a little bit. But does it slide down anyway? It might slide down anyway. And I want to turn this steering wheel as much as possible so that when I power on, I'm turning. There we are. Don't try this at home, folks, if you're driving. Oh man, okay. The curbs do not stop you from falling down. Confirmed. I don't think you're able to fall off the level though. I've never seen that before, I don't think. Right, so can I stop without falling down? Is stopping going to make me fall down on neutral? Because that's on neutral just now, right? So I'm wanting to reverse just a little bit. And then go back into neutral. Okay. Yeah, I'm like an expert driver, by the way. Clearly. Right, okay, so that's the steering wheel turned as much as possible. Now, I've seen people go up here at full pelt, full speed, up the hill, without missing a beat, and I don't know how they do it. Cheats, hacks, whatever. Right, okay, so I need to turn kind of early. And yeah, okay. So yeah, I have seen people get up here and go into the next gear, but then I'm like zooming right past it. Okay, into a lower gear, quick. Oh, okay, okay. Is that? Yeah, okay. So I'm up the top now, yay! And turn here. Now, I originally did not know that there was another road here, and you'll see it in a little bit. You'll see what I mean, but I originally like drove back down that road that I was just on. That is not a good idea. Right, so this is the candle that we need to light those power plants with, and we are basically putting all this coal, not all of it, we don't need all of it, we need some of it, into the van, into the truck, what we would call a lorry, into the lorry, and there's basically like a drop thing that I am probably going to use anyway. But let's get all of these up the top. Right, and then if I then walk down with the torch, should I walk down with it? Because really, putting the torch in the back doesn't actually like matter, because it doesn't light up the coal until it's meant to light up the coal. Okay. So I'm just putting in, like, more than enough, because you're always better putting in more than enough. Let's face it. I might just walk up here to get the to get the torch. Because I don't want it spilling out, and I assume it would respawn up here anyway, but I can't be bothered with that. Okay, that's probably more than enough, but let's just put a couple more in there. Because I don't know whether size matters in this case. Whether it matters whether it's a smaller piece of coal or a bigger piece of coal. And there's no kind of indication of like, okay, you've got enough now, because, well, there is if you do it gradually. I suppose there is a way of seeing it. But yeah, so this is all coming up here and then dropping down into here. I better get out of the way before before the next piece drops down. But you'll see it dropping down, I assume, because there was a piece after me, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to drive forward. Now, like I say, originally I made a big U-turn here, and that is not necessary. Because there's a road back here, but it's not obvious, in my defense. It's not obvious that there's a road back here. Let's turn, and there we go, another checkpoint. Okay, and then gravity should start to take hold soon. So yeah, the first time I played it, I was making a U-turn right back down that hill again, with all the coal in the back, and it's not a pleasant drive. Now when you see me going downhill here, I mean, who knows, I might fall off, but it's a lot straighter road to get back down than it was to get up. And so it seems insane to drive all the way down that other road. Now I'm in a low gear just now because gravity does take over, I think. I mean, this seems like a big hump here. Will I be able to get over this in this gear? Because I don't want to change gear up and then like you basically like zoom down here. Because gravity does affect this vehicle. Okay, I'm on the road now. And okay, gravity isn't really affecting me all that much. I thought it did. But there's a few corners that if I change gear with having to step away from the steering wheel, then I may well fall off the level. Again, I don't know whether that's possible, and I've never wanted to try it with any of these vehicles. Yeah, it's starting to take over a little bit now because I'm now going down, but this is went a lot quicker than the last couple of times that I played. Because like getting up that road took a lot less time than it has done. But I'm going to walk up to the top and then walk back down with the torch. Because I don't see any point for one thing to drive up there. But as I said, you could have just left it in the back, because I don't think the torch can light coal unless it's in the power plant. Because yeah, that's what these are basically, in case you couldn't work that one out. These are coal power plants. Coal powered power plants? Is that what I'm trying to say? Okay, and then, oh, okay. And then turn. Rather desperately. Oh! Oh, ho, 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 ho. Wow! That was hilarious. Man, I would have been so annoyed if I'd fallen off there. And there's another checkpoint. Woohoo! Right, okay. So let's put like... Sorry, scratching my nose whilst also using the controller. That was interesting. Too bad there's no camera seeing what that looks like. But yeah, let's drive this over here and then I can brake. There we go. Okay. So, the glass there gave me a bit of a fright. I just saw this beaming light. So, I can drop this down. I think I need to keep my hand on it, right? Yeah. Keep my hand on it. Drop this down. And that is going to actually lift the whole thing off. Honestly, this game is so smart. So, I'm going to put like a couple in each, even though there's no kind of way of reading how much I need in each. I don't really want to die. What would happen if I went in there when it was on fire? I think I would die. I'm tempted to say I would die. So, come on, jump up there. Right, okay. So dropping that in there. Now when it's on fire, the readout says how much you need and how much is already in there. There was stuff already in there as well, so I don't think my analysis of how much each one needs was based on accurate facts. So if I close this, because these all need to be closed, I believe, for the pressure to build. So I'm very quickly, yeah, see the pressure's building on that, and then when it reaches the top, well, you'll see. So I'm going to go back up the top, very slowly but surely, and... should I meet you up there? Yeah, let's meet you up there. Meet you up the top in a few seconds. No. Let's not, because it's not going to be long enough to merit meeting you back there. I wonder whether I should drive back down though, with the other vehicle. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to drive back down with the other vehicle and with the torch on the back. And then if something happens, then I will just give up. No, I won't give up. I will then walk back up to get it. Because I don't trust myself more than once if it doesn't work. Yeah, let's try getting the torch into that vehicle there. Which I don't know whether that's what you're meant to do. Maybe it is, because I can't imagine why there would be two vehicles there, to be honest. Like, what is the purpose? Because surely if you do fall off, then you respawn. Now, I don't know whether you respawn. But there doesn't seem to be permadeath in any of the other levels, so... Right, okay. Now, is there no way of getting this up there? Without, like, dropping it in? Really? Oh, I might need to walk back down after all. Yeah, it doesn't seem possible. Right, let's try lifting myself up. Can I do that? No. Okay, so I'm going to walk back down. I know that there is probably a way of getting it up there, and I am probably missing it, and there's probably lots of haters who notice, but I'm going to walk back down because I don't want to risk it. I don't think I can die from the torch, and the torch also doesn't run out, as far as I've seen anyway, so again, I'm basing this and a lot of assumptions. And you know what they say about assumptions. Right. So I'm not going to skip to the bottom, or I'm going to make you watch me walk down walk down a road with a torch. And like I say, I know that if I reversed the truck back below the chute, then I could make this go into it. And also, like I say, as far as I know, the torch doesn't affect the coal until it's actually inside the power generators, the power plants. What would you call that? Like an oven? It's not called an oven, surely. It's like it's not. Is it a generator? No, it's not a generator, surely. I know I keep saying surely. Stop calling me Shirley. Okay, okay. Oh, is it on? Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's lit and it's up the top. Wow. And is this... Wow, that's up the top as well. So I had way too much coal. Right, okay. So, I'm needing to lift this up like that. Okay, this level so far, I mean, I'm struggling with this door, but apart from that, it's so far going a lot quicker than it did do. What are you doing? Close the door. There we go. Okay, so is that... Yeah, that's reached the top, so you don't actually need to close the doors, I don't think, but I'm going to do it anyway, because that was hilarious. Right, okay. Oh, he's doing it again. Right, there we go. Okay. I'm just happy because we've finally reached the exit of this level. Not that I don't like it, but this is the second last level at the moment. And as I've said before, if they do ever update this, then I'll probably return to it. This is quite fun exit, actually. This is like one of my favourite exits. Not because I don't like the level, because I do, but I just like the exit. So yeah, if they do update it with new levels, I know that this isn't yet the last level, but I thought I would repeat this now so that it's on record again. But if they do update it with new levels, then I'll probably return to it and continue the LP. But I've seen people like climb up that using the kind of swinging technique, when it's just quite easy just to climb up at this. Oh, I nearly fell off and nearly made that ironic. So there's the exit. So join us again for another episode of Let's Play Human Fall Flat on the Nintendo Switch. Please like, comment, subscribe for more. Thanks everyone for watching. See you later. Bye bye.